Good morning, Mr. Kofi Annan. I am Benjamin Laniado. I am leading an NGO, it's called Cadena, that we're dealing with the management disasters. I want to ask you what you think about the tendency in the new world, with the technologies and everything, in this issue, the management disasters around the world.
It's a very good question. First of all, because of the communication system, disasters are known almost immediately. When a disaster strikes, we all know it, and what is important is how do we respond? How do we respond and how do we manage the disasters? Today, some disasters are almost obvious. We get no response, much less talk about managing it. If you issue an appeal, you are lucky if you get 13% of the money you need to help. Others get oversubscribed. In fact, I recall the tsunami. When the tsunami hit, I was then Secretary General. Tsunami hit on the 23rd, 24th of December. It was time of Christmas. And the epicenter was in Indonesia and Thailand and that area. And there were lots of tourists from all over the world. We got much more money than we needed. And I asked my staff to study what it was that made people respond the way they did, that we normally do. I came to the conclusion that first, it was an international disaster. There were about 70 people from 70 different nationalities involved. Second, it was Christmas and the time of giving. And in many countries, the population gave more than the government did. And we cracked our brains to see if we can find some way of repeating that experience, but we have not been able to do it. It's a question of responding adequately. Let's take Ebola, which is today an issue. Ebola can become a real disaster if we do not step up our response. The last time I spoke to Dr. Margaret Chan, the head of World Health Organization, she said it could go up to 20,000. 20,000 people could be affected. Today they are saying it is not underworld in Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. About 1.4 million people could be affected. What is the problem? What is needed? What is needed is medical facilities, protective gear, medication, and all. In fact, people say today you cannot find one empty hospital bed in Monrovia. And this is why I'm quite pleased that governments are now sending in formed units. President Obama is going to send in 3,000 soldiers. The Cubans are sending in 165 medical personnel and all that. Because if they come as a team, you hit the ground running. They can set up field hospitals, come with a kit that is necessary, the protective gear. Money is important, but in this sort of emergency situation, if you give money and they have to go and recruit people one by one, it takes a long time. And in the meantime, people die. So to use formed units who come in and help and do this is important. And each crisis will demand a different approach. And so we need to be creative when we are managing these sort of crises. The question we should ask is, what should we be doing? Not this is how we do it, because each crisis is different. Thank you.